This motherboard is N Dell Inspiron N5110. 5110 motherboard. And what is the problem here? Power on, but no display. So we are going to troubleshoot this board. So let us see what is the actual issue. When power on, no display, first directly go and check whether processor is voltage is coming or not. This is normally shutdown state voltages are okay. Otherwise, it will no power state. One by one, memory starting from the memory voltage up to the processor voltage, we are going to check one by one. And this capacitor is a filter of VCC core. Okay, so I will check the voltage at this point. Okay, no voltage at this capacitor. So VCC core is missing, processor or CPU core is missing. And if you could see, there is no heat here. So processor voltage is missing. Why a processor voltage is missing? Normally when CPU core is not coming power, we go and check the VRM section. We troubleshoot the VRM section. But that is not the only solution. VRM section won't work, will not work until all the voltages that should be present on the motherboard are present correctly. So starting from the memory voltage, 1.05, 5 volts run, 3 volts run, 1.5 run, and 0.85 VCCSA in this one, 1.05 voltage. If all these voltages, 1.8, one more voltage is there. If all these voltages are okay, then only VRM signal will get released and we get the VRM section starts working, we get the V code. So we are going to check, we'll go and check all the voltages, remaining voltages, starting from the memory voltage, all the voltages are correctly present or not. Okay? A coil that is giving 3.3. So check the voltages. Ground pettunnadu. 3.3 is okay. Now another coil that should give 5 volts.
PL402.
4102. How much voltage? 5 volts. So these are the two voltages, 5 volts and 3 volts ES5 present correctly. No, we expected that one because it's a power on. So that means standby state, that is shutdown state is okay. Then what is the, after pressing the power button when power on, what is the immediate voltage that should come out? Memory voltage. So we go and check the memory voltage is correctly present. So it is a DDR3 RAM, we expect 1.5 voltage,
yes, sir.
So 1.5 is coming out. But okay, memory voltage is okay. What is the next thing? Processor voltage is not coming out. So in between we have so many voltages. We start with one by one. 5 volts, 3 volts, 10 voltage, and we could say 2 coils here near to the CPU. So what is this one?
1.8, sir.
1.8, okay, 1.8 S0, that is run voltage is okay. What about another coil? No voltage? So 1.05 is also missing. Okay, 1.05 missing, VCC core missing, 2 voltages. When these run voltages are missing, we cannot get the display. And we are going to see again if 5 volts and 3 volts run voltage also. Okay. Can you identify the MOSFETs or switches which gives the 5 volts, 3 volts, S0 voltages? U3601, what is this one? An N-channel MOSFET. And what you are giving 5 volts S5 to the drain of the MOSFET, that is 5678. And from the source of the MOSFET, we expect 5 volts S0. And this conversion takes place only when some high voltage is given to the gate. Now, first check the voltage at drain pin, that is 5678.
5.18.
Drain, don't be confused with drain and source. Because drain is the input. When 5 volts S5 is there, how can you say it is a 0 voltage here? Okay, that will come out. Even shutdown, that voltage is present. So 5678 is a drain pin and we have 5 volts S5. What about the source, pin number 1? So no voltage at gate. Wow. So this voltage conversion takes place only when a proper gate voltage is given. Fourth pin gate is a gate voltage. Fourth pin is a gate, and go and check the voltage.
0.29.
So there is no gate voltage and there is no 5 volts S0. That means run voltage is missing. Now we will confirm. Again identify the 3 volt switch now. Identify the 3 volt switch, that is U3602 here.
Yes, sir.
U3602. So again an N channel MOSFET here. What is the input? 3D 3V S5 means 3.3 voltage to the drain of the MOSFET.
Yes,
check
sir.
it.
Yes, sir.
That is present. And source voltage, pin number 1.
0.43.
Again no voltage. Check the voltage at gate.
0.27.
Okay, that means run voltage is missing. Now when 5 volts run, 3 volts run voltages will come out immediately after pressing the power button if SLP S3 signal is released by the PCH. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
And SLP S3 signal causes the voltage of high voltage going to the gate of this N channel MOSFET. Now how much voltage should pass to the N channel MOSFET? Here you see 15 volts. 15 volts S5 should go to the gate. Okay, now first we will check if this 15 volts is present at this pin. If present, why this 15 is not going to the gate? So what is the components involved? Because without this 5 volt 3 volts run voltages, you cannot expect the other run state voltages to be present on the board. So first we will identify the reason for the failure of these two run voltages, then we'll move. So first we will identify the 15 volts S5. So here we have the gate of this switch, and 15 volts should pass through 100K resistor and 10K resistor to the gate. But now we are going to check first this 15 is present correctly or not. Okay, so identify this R3604 resistor and you check the voltage at input pin of the resistor. 15 volts S5 is passing through 100K resistor and 10K resistor to the grounding point of this MOSFET, and this voltage at gate is missing. So naturally we'll first go and check the voltage and see actually 15 S5 is present correctly or not. Where can you check? At this resistor. So identify the resistor R3604. Check the voltage on both sides.
0.11.
So no voltage. Okay, that means 15 volts S5 is missing.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so where from this voltage is coming out? That we will search it. Okay, please giving this voltage a power off. So it is leading to, here we have a block, correct? Now look at this circuit. We have a 5 volts S5 here.
Yes, sir.
It is passing through a diode, and this double diode is again connected to another set of the diodes. In between we have so many capacitors connected here. So this 5 volts is passing through these diodes and it is becoming 15 volts S5. So here we have a boost converter. What is the 5 volts S5 shutdown state voltage? The S5 state voltage present before pressing the power switch. If these diodes work properly, these capacitors are okay, then we get some high voltage to be present. So 5 volts converted into 15 volts S5. So we just go and check the voltage at these diodes. So now identify the diodes. If the problem is lying here or not, we'll confirm it. Okay. So we could check the voltage of 15 volts S5 to be present at this one. But what is the resistor? 100K resistor R3604. R3604. 15 volts should pass to this resistor.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is present at a diode, but not present this one. We'll check the continuity. Okay.
No, sir.
Nothing, no continuity is there. That means somewhere the track is broken. So you can put a jumper here. Jumper from this resistor PR3604 input into this diode 15 volts line. We put jumper. Let us see what happens. Okay, power on as usual. So we check the voltages. 5 volts.
3 volt, 5 volts, sir.
5 volts. This one is
3 volts.
3.3. So both the run voltages are coming out. And check the gate voltage. Gate voltage. Now that voltage is actually missing.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we'll see the processor voltage. 0.9. Okay. So voltage is restored. The processor is getting heat. Now we connected the keyboard. We will check the display. You see, caps lock is working.
Display is on.
So that means display is okay.